Welcome to the video of my 2025 Idaho archery mule deer hunt. I spent quite a bit of time in this unit, scouting it all summer long, looking for a good mule deer and a good bull. I primarily came into this unit for elk, but I was pleasantly surprised at the mule deer I was seeing, so I decided to backpack into a basin for the opener of mule deer and elk, hoping to turn up one of the bucks that I had seen this summer. I hope you guys enjoy it. Parked at the trailhead. We got about 2-3 miles to go. We'll be at camp for the night. Glassed up a couple good mule deer in here this summer, so if we're not getting on any elk, I think if one of these mule deer bed in a good spot, we can stalk them. I'm gonna give them a go. They might be in trouble. Made it to camp. Beautiful afternoon. This is gonna be our camp spot. We're gonna kick out a little dirt here. And glassing knobs is going to be right down there, and we'll be glassing bucks and hopefully some bulls down in this basin. Got 2 bucks that are shooters down in here, hoping to turn up tonight and put a plan on tomorrow. The sun is setting on day 1. I made it to my campsite. Within a couple of seconds, I glassed up a herd of about 20 to 30 cows and a couple spikes out on this hillside. The bulls just haven't mingled with them yet. I haven't seen a bull yet or a buck, but hopeful that as this sun sets, maybe a scent will come out. If not, maybe tomorrow morning. But we're at a camp spot and the sunset is beautiful, and I could not be more stoked to be up in the mountains with my bow, chasing bugles and chasing bucks. Super blessed to do this. Just made it back to camp, and I'm starting to set up and realize that I forgot all of my tent stakes. So we're going to be doing some cowboy camping tonight. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, we'll see. Depending on weather, I might have to run back and get those to keep everything dry and have my tent set up. But beautiful night. The sunset is just amazing. We're gonna settle down, have some dinner, and go to bed. First full day of hunting. We slept like absolute crap last night. I don't know if you guys can hear this wind, but just sleeping out in the open like this with this wind is tough to do. Hopefully it pays out today and we find us a big bull or a big buck. It was 75 yards, hard downhill. So I dialed it to 72, and I shot. He caught me drawn back, and when I shot, he jumped the string like crazy. But it still hit him. It looks like pretty dang good. I could not see an entrance hole on him, but the exit hole was like middle, like perfect height and just mid body. So if anything, liver, and it had really good blood coming out of it. Just for whatever reason, I could not see an entrance hole, so I don't know exactly what happened, but I think we got a dead buck, man. I'm shaking like a leaf. That was a 2-hour stalk, man. It took me an hour just to crawl down this, just scooting on my butt the whole way down. And we got into range, and it worked out perfect. Oh, I think I smoked him, but we don't know. The arrow blew through him, so hopefully I can get down there, find that arrow, and that'll tell me a little bit more. But he looked real sick, and he just wandered into this little draw here. All the other bucks took off, and I never saw him come out. So I don't know if he skirted out the bottom of the draw or if he just went in there and bedded down and is dead. I don't know. But we're going to give him like an hour or two. I'm going to hike back up, get my boots, backpack, and we'll start trailing this thing here. All right, so it's been just over an hour since I shot that buck. Yeah, I'm going to try to find my arrow and see if that tells me a little bit more about where I hit him. I'm still kind of confused on not seeing that entry hole, but the exit hole looked good, and there was quite a bit of blood pumping out of him, so we'll make our way down slow. All right, you guys, I just found my arrow. This thing blew through him. He was standing right up there next to that bush. It came all the way down and stuck in this log right here. So let's see here. Oh. There's good blood on that thing. There is a little bit of gut, so I don't know. We're gonna take up this trail pretty slow. It's gonna be hot today. I don't really want to let this thing sit all day and bake in the sun. I'd rather go up and, if he's still alive, try to get a follow-up shot in him. But man, he was bleeding good, so I just don't know if he'll still be alive or not. Well, I made it maybe 20 yards from where I shot the buck. I figured it was just a typical liver hit. He went down, died. Never saw him come out. I made it maybe 20 yards, and he stood up right in front of me and took off running. So he was not dead yet. He only went maybe 60 yards from where I shot him. So I know he's really sick, but he took off running like a bat out of hell. So that's frustrating, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of here. I'm going to hike back up to my camp. This is just right up there on that ridge line. And I'm going to spend 4 or 5 hours and try to glass him up. See if I can't glass him up, dead or alive. And just watch him, and hopefully he's dead. But if not, try to figure out a way to make another play on him. So we'll see what happens. I got some hiking to do. So I hiked all the way back up to camp, back here on this ridge behind me, so I could get a vantage point and start glassing and see if I could find him, get him turned up again, and maybe do another stalk or find him dead. And it took me about an hour and a half, and I found him dead, but he is in the very bottom of this drainage. After I jumped him, it looks like he ran straight downhill all the way to the bottom and died. But good news is he's dead, and we got a long pack out ahead of us and a very steep one. I just laid eyes on our buck. He is all the way down in the bottom right there. We got a long pack out, but it's gonna be awesome. Let's go down there and get our hands on him. This buck looks awesome. What a beautiful place for a buck to die. Heck yeah, he's been dead for a while too. That's awesome. Look at that buck. It's just a perfect high country meal there. Oh yeah. Look at that. 2025 over-the-counter Idaho archery. Came in here yesterday, set up camp, did some glassing. I'm kind of in here after elk, but I know there's some good bucks in here, so that was in the back of my mind. And I spotted one of those good bucks this morning, but he had moved quite a ways and bedded in some timber. Didn't really give me a good chance to stalk him. And then lo and behold, right behind camp, about 600 yards away, this guy was out with 6 or 7 other bucks and made a play on him. I tried to get aggressive, tried to get them before they went in their beds, because if they bedded where I thought they were going to in the timber, it'd have been really tough to get in and get a shot. So got aggressive and snuck in, got to 75 and took a quarter away shot and hit him kind of back behind the ribs and came out about mid body on the other side. I think I got liver and gut. I saw a ton of blood pouring out of him, so I thought he was dead. But I gave him about an hour and stalked him, and he only went maybe 50, 60 yards from where I shot him, but he was still alive. And he took off running what I now found out was a death run, but I didn't know at the time, so I hiked all the way back up to camp to get a vantage point. Got up there and put the glass on the hills trying to find him and see if he's bedded down or if he was dead. And lo and behold, I picked him up down here in the very bottom. After I'd spooked him, he had ran straight downhill about 300 yards and died down here on the bottom. So he was on his last leg, and just super, super happy with this buck. Now we're on to elk. So wish us luck, and we'll get this sucker packed out, get him cut up, get him in some shade, cooling off, and get regrouped and hopefully come back out for elk tomorrow. We got the pack all loaded up. We're ready for the climb out. Meat's all cut up, game bags, pack's all loaded. He's a stud. We got a steep 1,500 foot climb to the top, but it's all worth it. I'm thirsty as could be right now. Got about 4 ounces of water left, so hopefully that gets me back up to the side-by-side, and I've got a gallon waiting for me there. We are about, I don't know, climbed probably 1,500 feet of elevation or so, and we got a ways left to go. We ran out of water quite a while ago. You see, my hose is dry. And man, I've got this whole deer on here, on my gear, and this is a very steep hillside, so I'm struggling. Could really use a sip of water right now, but that's all right. We got about 600 more feet to the top up there, and then about 3 miles of mostly flat and downhill stuff, so that'll go quick. But I could not be more excited to get back and drink some water. Just keep looking at this thing to try to motivate me to keep going up this hill. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. Just a super fortunate way to start the year on this hunt. Just scouting all summer, you know, I'd seen some good bucks, but to have that one pop up right behind camp and being a buck that I'd not seen all summer long was just super fortunate. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that you stay tuned to the channel. Hit that subscribe button and notification, because I've got a couple more really good videos coming down the pipeline. I've got a Idaho archery elk hunt coming up and a Idaho rifle mule deer. So hopefully you guys stay tuned and bear with me as I'm learning to film and to edit these videos, but I hope you guys enjoy them. Thanks for watching.